Hi friends, welcome to CAP classes. My name is Pavan Kumar. In our previous video lecture, we have discussed about Accounting Standard 10 introduction. I have given you about property, plant and equipment. In this video, we are going to know what is a plant, the definition of a plant, and to what category of fixed assets this Accounting Standard 10 is applicable, what is the scope of applicability of this accounting standard, and what are the exclusions from this accounting standard. Point number one. The basic question is, when we are discussing about property, plant and equipment, point number one, the basic question is, what is a property, plant and equipment? The accounting standard has given two conditions. Condition number one, property, plant and equipment are assets held for use in the production or use in rendering services. They are not held for sale. They are held for more than 12 months of time for administrative purposes. Here the word administrative purposes is so wide that it covers so many things. For example, selling and distribution expenses. You are carrying a van, you purchased a van. It is a property, plant and equipment as per accounting standard 10 because selling and distribution is covered in administration. And also fire safety equipment, or in some of the industries, like an industry which is dealing with pharmaceutical chemicals, they have some machinery or they have some special equipment for this environmental restoration or for some fire safety, etc, etc, etc. All these things are covered in property, plant and equipment. Having said that, this standard in general applies to all property, plant and equipment, but specifically three things are excluded from the scope of this standard. They are, first one, this accounting standard is not applicable to an asset which has an accounting treatment given in another accounting standard. For example, if you observe investment properties are covered in accounting standard 13. So accounting standard 10 says, though investment property falls in the category of PPE covered in accounting standard 10, since accounting treatment is given by another accounting standard, you please follow that standard, you need not follow this standard. So those assets whose accounting treatments were dealt with by another accounting standard or accounting standards, for that category of assets, accounting standard 10 is not applicable. Second exception is biological assets. Accounting standard 10 is not applicable to biological assets except bearer plants. Now we need to understand two things. What is a biological asset? What is a bearer plant? Biological asset means two things. One, a living animal. Two, a plant. For living animals, accounting standard 10 is not applicable. For example, a primary cooperative society having some buffaloes, cows and all. Or if you observe, there can be a